The TotalClean set of 2 wall outlet UVC air purifiers. So what does that mean? Well, we are going to kill mold and bacteria in the house. We're also going to take away some of those horrible odors. And I think this is the time of year where we need these more than ever because our windows are closed. Maybe it's because of pollutants outside. You don't want them coming in. Maybe it's because it's just so cold. Here in this area, it's just so cold right now. So you close off the windows and then guess what happens? Indoor air quality becomes worse in many cases than outdoor air quality because we're trapping all of the pollutants in. In fact, now obviously, if you live in an area where you've got a bad outdoor pollution problem, thinking like out the West Coast right now, that's a different story. But for people just living day-to-day lives, this time of year, indoor air pollution is often much worse.
Exactly, because all the windows are closed, all the doors are closed, and then we're simply recirculating that air over and over and over again. I call it scorched air because we're just heating that air over and over. And in fact, the EPA is saying that the air inside our homes is 2 to 5 times dirtier than the air outside our homes.
Do you remember a couple of years ago when all that fire smoke came down from Canada, and in this area the air quality was terrible? Kids weren't allowed to play sports and stuff like that. That's when people probably wish they really would have had this then, all that stuff coming in. So let me just go through your colors. But basically, this is not a giant standalone unit. You're just going to plug it into any outlet you have. So here's what everyone's going to get: a white. You just let us know, do you want a blue, white and charcoal, a white and blue, a white and pink, and it's a really soft, pretty blush. Or a white and cinnamon. They will come individually boxed. So if you want to keep one, give one. They're usually about $60 a piece, $59.99. So 2 would be about $120. We are doing both of them for about $5 more than the cost of one. 5 easy payments of $13. So it's an incredible price here. Let's talk about what this does.
Yeah, so it's going through 2 different stages, and this was incredible. I mean, you're plugging this into the wall, so you don't need the real estate on the floor. You don't need something on the countertop. You finally have a place to put in all those small spaces, like a bathroom, for instance. And the ionizer is taking care of reducing the odors in your home, including the bathroom odors, the laundry odors, diaper pail odors, all those things that we're often nose blind to in our own home, so that when somebody from the outside comes in and you had broccoli and salmon the night before, they know that you had broccoli and salmon, or pets. This is going to take care of those things that we're often nose blind in our own home. The second stage, hugely important if we learn nothing else over the past few years, how important it is to reduce these things in our home. And that would be, it's reducing 99.9% of mold, 99.7% of fungus, and 99.5% of bacteria. I know those are all things I would prefer not to breathe in. Because here's the deal. You're breathing, your lungs are working 20 to 25,000 times a day. So either your lungs can filter it or get an air purifier to filter it.
Now, these are nice and compact. They're not the big air purifiers that take up a lot of floor space. They take up 0 floor space. How much space will these cover?
Yeah, so you're looking at a smaller room, like a bathroom, a laundry room. I have them in my kitchen, but I have one on either side of the kitchen.
But you have more of an open concept, right? So for you, it's opening into another room.
That's right.
Putting both in your kitchen makes sense.
It does make sense. And then I love, too, there's a nightlight feature, but understand you do not need to use the nightlight. So for instance, we have one in our bathroom, and it is this color because our walls are kind of a gray color, and that's what's nice. You can choose colors that match back to the colors of your walls.
Great at diaper pails.
Right.
Plug right.
I wish we had this when we had a diaper pail in our house.
And also, I'm thinking anyone who has cats, I love cats, but if you have litter boxes, this would be a great thing to just plug in near the litter box.
Exactly right, and that's the nice thing. As long as you have an outlet, you can plug it into the outlet, and you're going to be good to go. There's a small fan in there, but you're not hearing any of that because you do have to move the air in order to clean the air. But then it's going through those 2 stages that we talked about, including that ionization and then also that UVC light that's killing the mold, the fungus, and the bacteria.
Now, do you have to have this light on for it to be doing that?
You do not.
Okay, so the light is just actually for you if you want a night light.
That's right.
It will do its job with the light off because the light inside that's killing that bacteria, that's not what we're seeing now.
Yeah, you're not seeing the UVC light here.
That's inside,
the UVC light is on the inside. So think of it here. Your dirty air is going in, it's passing through that fan, it's going through the UVC light, it's going through the ionizer, and then it's coming out as clean, purified air. This is a good shot because you see this little plug? It actually retracts. So you can take this to your Airbnb, take it to your hotel, and now you can breathe clean, purified air in all those other places when you're traveling. How many times have you gone into an Airbnb and you're like, it doesn't quite smell right, but you're not going to move, you're not going to change, so you have to deal with it. Well, now you don't necessarily have to deal with it.
That's true. Even
you have this with
you
you.
could throw this in your suitcase. Even for sometimes hotel rooms.
I mean, it's
weird.
the size of the palm of my hand.
Yeah, and so then also think about like maybe you have like a basement bedroom or family room or something, and it just never kind of smells great down there. Not only is this taking care of that odor, but I love the fact that it's killing mold, bacteria, fungus. So they're going to come individually boxed.
They are.
Remember, if you have a large room, you might actually want to plug 2 in a room, right? Because this is for small spaces. We want to tell you exactly what to expect. They will be in 2 different colors. Everybody gets a white, and then you decide, and that'll come in its own box. You decide if you want your second color to be gray, blue, which is the most popular right now, pink, but it's a soft blush, almost like an almond color, really. And then we have the white and the cinnamon. There's also no filter, so there's no cost of ownership with this.
There isn't, which is incredible. I'm not sure how HoMedics figured this out, but it is amazing that you don't have to clean the filter, you don't have to change the filter. The system is inside and it's working for you all the time. I would say you want this on 365 days.
So you never turn yours off, really?
I never turn mine off. The ones in the kitchen, the one in the bathroom, I never turn them off. And the nice thing is, typically you can't find an air purifier that you can put in a bathroom because you have no real estate on the floor.
Right.
And you certainly don't have countertop space. Now you finally have a way to take care of the odors, to take care of the mold, the fungus, and the bacteria because you're just plugging it into the wall. So as you said, next to the kitty litter box, this is perfect because typically you couldn't have an air purifier right next to a kitty litter box, for instance, in a mudroom. Same thing in the bathroom or a basement, or there's all sorts of places. Once you discover how this works and how well it works in those spaces, you're going to come back and you're going to another 2 set.
Yeah, everything from like dorm rooms to offices.
Exactly.
And I love this idea is that it's helping you breathe healthier air by not only taking care of the odors, but let's put that information back up on the screen. It also works on like mold, bacteria, and fungus.
Fungus, yeah. So the ionizers is taking care of and reducing those odors that were often nose blind. It's the bathroom odors, the laundry odors, the diaper pail odors, the pet box odors, and the odors from the cooking and the cigarette smoke. And then secondly, probably even more important than that, is the UVC light, because that's what's really getting the job done. Taking care of 99.9% of the mold, 99.7% of the fungus, and 99.5% of the bacteria. I'm always blown away when I read these statistics, because it's really telling you what this unit is doing for you. So rather than your lungs filtering out all this stuff, you finally have something you put anywhere you have an outlet.
And keep in mind, you're getting 2 for just a little more than the price of 1. Usually they're $60 a piece. You're getting 2 for $64.98. So it's like getting 1 for $5. On Easy Pay, $13. They do come individually boxed. So if you're keeping one, giving one, you can certainly do that. Keep in mind, if you have a larger room, though, you'll want to put both in the same room. White and charcoal, white and blue. That's the most popular. White and pink, and white and cinnamon. Christopher, thank you so much. It's always so nice to see you. Happy New Year.
Stay warm.
All right, go to